How are you doing without birth control?
It's been a journey.
Oh my gosh.
But my libido's back, baby. Don't what?
Don't dance. Welcome back.
Welcome back to the channel, everybody.
Okay, you can sit down. Thank you. Another day,
Another vlog, another Q&A.
another catch-up Q&A.
And today's drink of the day is Nexpa, not sponsored.
And mine is water,
It's delish.
because water is actually my favorite drink in the whole world. I just love cold water. It's like the best.
And I love things that contain, what is it called? Flavor.
Each to their own.
All
I
right.
need to address the elephant in the room.
What has two hands and likes to tan?
I just know that I'm gonna talk with my hands in this video and I can try and keep them down here. But really I should just address it. Long story short, I was using this new self tanner that I guess I'm not super experienced with. It's see-through. So you can't really see where you're going, what you're doing.
And then over time it develops.
Unlike Gabe thought, I do not put tan on my palms. The mystery is we don't know how it got here because the rest of this developed really nicely.
How did the conversation go? I asked Jess, I was like, babe, you know, you probably shouldn't like tan your hands because they don't get tan. And she was like, you really think I tan my palms? And we're in the car driving and I'm like,
He's like,
yes, I can see your palms right now. You tanned them.
It's a mystery because we literally have no idea how it got here. So if you see it, I'm sorry about it. I used to admit, by the way, like I did all the right things. Anyway, so we asked for some questions on my Instagram for a good little catch up since we took a break. We're back, it's a new year.
Yes.
Gabe picked them this time. So.
I did, but we both know them beforehand. Usually Jess picks them and I don't know them and it's kind of like a surprise, you know.
Okay, so should we just jump in? First question.
Yeah.
What was the last photo you took?
Oh my gosh, doing my phone?
Well, the last photo I have on my camera roll, Gabe just built a bedside table last night and that's how he decorated it with his Star Wars. And I thought that was hilarious.
See, there's a last photo I took and then a last photo I would prefer to show, which was the photo before that. So the last photo I took is of these vitamins that I'm taking.
So boring.
That I ran out and I took a photo to remind myself to buy more. And then the photo before that, I didn't take it, someone else took it. It was for my buddy Zach's birthday. We went go-karting. I've been karting like crazy.
Like crazy, guys.
And it's been so good. I got second place, so that's us on the podium.
You put that question in there so you could show that you came second.
I didn't know what was on my camera.
How have you been surviving without F1, Gabe?
Oh, it's been a rough go at it, to be honest. It's been a gloomy, what has it been? Month and a half?
It hasn't been that long.
I know.
Gabe,
I'm just so looking forward to this next season.
Well, it's like F1 stopped and you started karting a lot.
Yeah.
That's what I've noticed.
I've just been going karting to like the local karting track. It's not like I'm like going on like the legit professional carts or whatever. It's just like the funsies carts. But I do really want to get into karting, like legit. Like I want to become a professional karting driver, so watch out, world. Anyway, that's how I've been coping, I think. I've been racing myself.
Yeah. What has been your favorite thing about being in Australia?
What, being near your family? I think
Yeah,
that's
I feel like that's always my answer is just like, this trip has been very different because we are in our own place now. And so we have friends that come over and it just feels, like we are doing life here. And so,
instead of being around your family, I was going to change the answer of like doing life with your family.
Yeah.
What's your guys' favorite show right now? What's your favorite show right now?
Right now, we have a couple. Okay, we finished the morning show.
Oh, yeah. We finished the morning show. That was great. And we finished Ted Lasso.
Ted Lasso, ooh, really special place in our hearts.
Yeah, Ted Lasso's a good one.
I'm really into Superstore as well.
I could do without it, but I also really enjoy it.
Yeah.
It's really funny. I like it a lot. Yeah.
So that's...
Oh my gosh.
Flies are crazy.
Yeah, Australia, what the frick? Where did all of these flies come from?
It's like we open the door for 1 second, not even half a second.
And then the next 5 days, we're trying to like deal with all these flies that are in the house.
All right, anyway.
Oh my gosh, I watched animated show on Netflix, Arcane. It's based off the game League of Legends, but oh, that was so good.
Best thing that's happened to you during this break, love you both.
Going karting? No.
You have gone a lot, like...
I know. In the past month, I think I've gone 3 times. It doesn't sound like a lot, but for me to like pay for another session every time and go and spend like 2 hours just doing circles around track, it's pretty great. I know the answer for me.
Okay, you go, and I'll think.
just working through a lot of my mental health stuff. It sucks. It's been really tough, and like the process is painful, but every time you come out like understanding yourself better and knowing yourself better and learning a lot and knowing what you can apply for the future on like how to better prevent things, and also like you learn about other people too and like how to treat people, and yeah, there's just like a lot that, you know, you learn from it. So that's been good, and I think it's been good for me to be here in Australia while I've been dealing with a lot of that stuff.
My answer is kind of funny because we're like posting on the internet right now, but just being more present, like not thinking about having, I don't know, fun days or like special moments and like having to film it all, or
yeah,
even on Instagram I have like taken a step back, and it was just really nice to just be present. And
we were just talking with friends this morning. We were at brunch, and brunch ooh,
as you do,
brunch as one does. Yes. It's just like weird that you can in a job as an influencer or YouTuber, whatever you want to call it, you can take any bit of your life and correlate it to work or correlate it to being monetized in some sort of way.
Or content at least.
Yeah.
Which I will say, I did take a picture at brunch.
Part of our job is like posting on social media. So it's like every single thing, as small as just like ordering a drink and taking a picture of it because the latte art is cute, is like part of our work that is part of like getting views and like monetizing things. And it's just like a bizarre thing. So separating ourselves from that a bit and like really trying to exist in the world without constantly thinking of how to monetize our life, if that makes sense.
Or create content out of our just day to day. We love what we do, and I'm happy to be back in it after a break, but it was just nice being able to take a step back from it all for a little bit. The longer that I've done this stuff online, the more I've noticed that I really do like privacy and like having a more private life, which doesn't exactly go hand in hand with this. So I think that's why it really was nice for me during the break, was because I felt like I had more of that again. Would y'all ever, I feel like I can't say y'all. Sorry, no. You have to say it.
Would y'all ever consider going into full-time ministry? I feel like as a Christian, you're always in full-time ministry, regardless of if you're working like in a church or not. As a believer, you're called to, you know, reach people for Christ and stuff, and that's all.
Whether you're doing it to your friends or like people online.
Yeah, like your first ministry for anyone is your family. You know, it all stems from there. Like work is ministry, where you're in, like reaching people and trying to impact people there and everything.
You
so
don't have to be an influencer to influence. Sorry.
Nice. Nice tan hands.
Is renting in Australia different to renting in the States?
Yes. The weirdest thing, like just the biggest difference that I thought that I was like so thrown off by, is that you rent by week here. Like you pay weekly, not monthly. $1,000 a month in the US, it would be like $250 a week.
Right.
Here.
That's probably the main difference, but where we have rented in the States, it's always come with like a fridge and a microwave and stuff like that.
Most of the time, if you're renting in the States, it comes with like appliances. Where here, like, if you're renting, you're lugging around for the most part, right? Unless there's like...
Yeah, it's like you buy a fridge and you carry that fridge everywhere with you.
And a washer dryer.
The grocery store.
Okay. That was good.
Tips on how to navigate a relationship where one suffers from mental health issues.
How does that apply to us at all?
Gabe is the one out of the two of us that struggles more with mental health stuff. I feel like one of the main things I learned quite early on was that it's hard, especially if it's depression, like a season of depression, seeing it from the outside and being like, oh, working out would be so good, or let's go get some sun and some fresh air and go for a walk. For me, it's easy for me to see that on the outside.
You see the things that would be good for me to do, but it's tough to get me to do them.
There's only so much I could say, but really it does have to come from you. So I think that's what I've learned, and it's just like be there for that your partner and love them and listen to them and do anything that you can. Like something our therapist told both of us was that routine and 3 meals a day is really good, and so that's something I can tangibly help with.
Another thing is like a lot of times you may want to like work through, like help the person work through the problem every time you talk with them, try and like work things out. But for me, just Jess being present and like being aware that she necessarily won't be able to fix it herself, it's just enough to like have her there to make sure, because depression and all that is just so isolating and it feels so lonely and stuff. It sounds weird, but literally having like your physical body there just to like be in the same space with, sit next to, and all that stuff is really important.
It's important to let the person know that they aren't alone, and if they are struggling with stuff, I'm always here if you need to talk about it. I just want to let you know you're not alone, and I love you, and I'm here to get through this with you. The last thing I was going to say for someone, if you are like supporting someone like that, is to just remember to still like do your own things. Like, I can worry about it a lot, and I think it's important to still do your own things and to still focus, like keep yourself a priority at the same time as trying to like be there for someone else.
Good job.
Okay.
How's the apartment?
The apartment is so good. We have the shoe rack now.
Built the shoe rack, built one of the nightstands. Took an hour and a half. That thing was like, I opened it up and it was literally like a Lego box. There were so many screws in little tiny like wooden pieces that you're just, oh.
We have just really loved being here and being in this size apartment. It really reminds us of where we lived in Los Angeles, and we really love it.
Yeah.
It's been so nice.
What's your favorite night in thing to do together?
Oh, I love night-ins.
Me too.
I know why you screenshotted that.
I had to make the joke. I had to do it.
That's the only reason why you screenshotted that.
I just wanted to make that joke.
I want to hear your answer before mine. What's your favorite night-in thing to do?
You just answered it.
No. If we're gonna have a night-in together, like a night-in
What
day.
else do we do other than that?
Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, guys.
Order some food, have a little bit of dessert, and sit on the couch and just hang. Watch a movie or something. Those chill nights that just are cozy and stuff, to be honest. Also board games.
Yeah.
We literally have these just sitting on our dining table,
For like
so we can do a
after dinner and stuff.
Yeah, spontaneous little game.
I do love cooking. So I would say like it's fun just cooking and getting a meal and sitting on the couch, and if we're like really into a TV show, it's just really simple stuff like that. And then playing a good game. Really simple. I feel like doing a puzzle.
What are some things Jesus has been showing you these past few weeks? The reason why I screenshotted that was because I feel like I answered it in your video, your first one back. But I'm really like learning how to separate my identity from my work and what I accomplish and achieving my own expectations. I'm very emotionally attached to achieving the expectations that I set for myself. And, you know, if I don't achieve those, I kind of emotionally implode. So kind of detaching myself from that and knowing that like my value is not in what I do, you know? But it's in what Jesus did already on the cross, baby. Do you have anything?
I do, but I feel like it's kind of long, and I'm trying to figure out how I can shorten. Yeah, I think I can shorten it.
All right, let's go.
Well, it's just about
This thing on?
So I was reading and doing commentary on I think it was John 13, and it was about Jesus washing his disciples' feet, where he says that one of them is going to betray him, and it was that whole dinner time.
Last Supper.
Yeah. As someone who loves helping people and like serving people, I just found the whole chapter so fascinating to study, because he shows both how to humbly serve and like, you know, he was washing his disciples' feet, but to also love and serve someone who he knew was going to betray him.
Like love your enemies kind of vibe.
Just both kind of sides of the, what is that called? Both sides of the spectrum.
Yeah.
It was just such a cool commentary, and I think it connected with me because I like love helping and serving people like that. That's my answer.
That's good.
I shouldn't have done that with my left hand. That
Yeah.
was so difficult.
It was probably the tan.
No, stop. He's so mean. How are you guys mentally and physically?
You want to know why I screenshotted this?
Why?
I feel like mentally we've kind of already touched on throughout this thing. Physically, I still had that freaking kink in my neck,
Oh my
dude.
gosh. That's why you screenshotted
It's like
this?
right there. It's like getting better, but it's right there. Let me tell you, we filmed it. Was it the day that I got it that we filmed? Next day it was doing better. Next day, almost gone. It was record timing on how
You need to watch our last vlog if you have no idea what he's talking about.
Yeah, if you're in the inner circle and you watch all of our videos, you know what I'm talking about.
I just thought that was such a sweet question for you to screenshot. But of course you had a funny thing to say.
This isn't funny, it's terrible. Anyway, the next day I'm like, all right, I'm gonna work out. It was like 95% gone. Good, I'm gonna start working out, but I'm not gonna do upper body, I'm just gonna do legs. So I just did legs, so I wasn't, doing anything with my back and stuff. Then I decided to stretch after the workout. I was like, I did this successfully, didn't mess up, the kink in my neck. Go to stretch, my tricep over my head, pull my elbow up, boop, again.
Whoa, I just woke up from a nap. We're healthy.
Anyway, that's my rant about my
That's
neck.
the main thing, is we're healthy.
We are healthy.
How are you doing without birth control?
I'm doing all right, to be honest. It's been a journey.
Oh my gosh.
But my libido's back, baby.
I was on birth control for a couple years and decided to go off November of 2020. So it's been over a year now, and honestly, everyone has a different decision and opinion, each to their own. Mm-hmm. But for me, it was so good and so needed for my body. And like, I just feel so much more myself and like in tune with my body. And like, it was just so good for me. Could you notice a difference or?
Yeah, I feel like it was kind of like a weird weight. Even like emotional weight that was just like lifted off.
It just wasn't working for me, and I was just putting up with it and just going like, oh, this is just what my body's meant to feel like. And then going off, I just felt so good. Yeah, everything's been good.
Real good. What are some of your guys' 2020 goals?
2022.
2022 goals. Oh my gosh. I feel like we're still in 2020, to be honest.
It's all just blended into the one really long year.
Since COVID hit, it's been like just a pause on life. I feel like 2 years didn't actually happen.
I sat down and decided that I wanted to focus on some monthly goals, like some attainable and intentional things for me to focus on. They're quite simple for me. Like, one is read 1 book a month, which I feel like I will read more than 1 book a month, but that was just a goal that I set. Mm-hmm. Intentionally, like, reach out to someone to help someone or be generous in a certain way, like if we see that someone needs help. It's not just to do like one of these things a month, but it's just to like have you intentionally and proactively doing these things.
Mm-hmm. I didn't really set any goals. I feel like I was already working through enough. It was enough emotionally and mentally for me to, try and just get better. Still working on that and everything, but we kind of have a plan in place of what we're trying to do as a family, like financially and with career investments and blah blah blah. I'm getting back into acting this year, which will be fun. So starting to take auditions again and all that stuff. So it's not so much like a goal of I'm gonna book 2 projects this year and make this much money, that sort of like goal setting, but more just committing to just taking auditions. If I book them and God wants me to book them, then I book them, and just committing to getting better emotionally and mentally. And I don't know, they're not like super concrete things, but there are changes that are happening that aren't necessarily goals, but just like kind of committing to the changes, if that makes sense.
I like that.
Thanks. I like you. And that tan on your hands.
Oh my gosh, how many times do we need to bring this up?
Thank you guys for asking all those questions.
Hope you feel caught up.
Yeah. That's one thing that I was gonna say about carding. I wanted to go one day to the carding place here and like book a certain time. Say it's like 2 weeks out or something, right? Just book a certain day and time and then just tell people on Instagram, be like, yo, this is the time if you wanna come race me.
I think that would be really fun.
And we just show up and then there's like, I think, however many people that can be in that session. And we just race on the track and I just put some people in the wall, dude.
I mean, we're about to leave now, so you might need to do it.
Yeah, that'd be another time. But, I'm going to get really good during that time so then nobody can handle the freaking smoke, dude. Cheers.
Thank you guys so much for watching and catching up with us. We love you guys.
Our next video, we'll be back in the United States.
Weird.
Very weird. Peace out. All right, here we go. I'll be your other hand. Ready? Peace out from Peace out from Jess. Wow, I can't do this all the time. No, you ready? Rewind. Peace out
from Jess
and Gabriel Conti. You.